kid from Elmore County. He walked up and started talking crap to me about
Jonathan?
no, the kid from Elmore County. It's like some little first year. He was like after I'd already pinned him, he walked up and started talking crap about me to me.
Yeah, I say, boy, just sit down.
I'm so
I won.
confused. I almost got in a fist fight with him because of it.
So you didn't finish it?
No, I finished it. Hold on, can I see the last one? Cause I just see that.
And then this garbage gets sacked. Yeah. Yes, I can. Mm-hmm. Yeah. J. Scott, A. Scott. Okay. Bless you. What the heck?
I'm trying not to sneeze.
He just tries to scramble and he gets nowhere. Like, what the heck? I know. And we're going to do it again. Even if we have to play Clemson again.
We won't.
We might.
I don't see it.
No, I think Clemson would beat Ohio State. Yeah.
Taylor, you play any sports?
I run track. I might play football next year.
I would bet on Ohio State.
I would bet something on Clemson. I think Clemson would do it. It'd be a good game though. It would be a good game.
I don't think Ohio State would.
I don't know if anyone else shares my opinion,
I
but
think
I
Clemson would beat them.
dominate other than
Hey, look,
both games.
that's the team I want to win.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are going to share this opinion or not, but I hate when football teams completely dominate another one.
Well, I did that last time. I was playing NCAA football 13. I beat Georgia in the SEC championship game 38-0. I didn't ask you.
You're taking
I don't care.
Is anybody still working?
I don't care if I'm putting you from
Hey,
the
this is
inside.
what I need you to do. One, only for no extra.
Hey, you look at them and you think they're related.
Yeah, Mitchell, get off the floor.
And then put your honey in a chair. There's, hey, see that book on the floor? Pick it up, please. What now? You see that up there? That little black thing? Wait! Don't forget, Monday your packet's due. Have a good weekend, y'all.
Peace out.
Say hello to the Taco Bell section. What do you think of the Taco?
We think Clemson's got an edge here. I think they do. Well, about 60-40. So Watson hands off to Gallman, who first in the middle, or excuse me, Zach Brooks is spelling Gallman. They haven't had too much success with running besides the quarterback tonight. Boy, Zach Brooks is a physical runner. You can see it there on that run.
Every white supremacist.
No, there might. I think there is another meeting going on.
Yards there, positive yards there on first and
Already
10.
almost an hour into this. I've been not much to cry.
Rush for him. He wants it in the pocket. He escapes. Deshaun Watson shows some of that wizardry. He's going to be hit hard by Foster at the 30, but he gets a first down. I think Nick Saban and Kirby Smart practiced this. They rushed with 4. They got him right there. They got him right where they want him. But he's able to wiggle away, shows you some strength, and then he gets into the open field and picks up the first down. It's just hard to emulate that in practice, trying to get ready for Deshaun Watson.
He spun away from an athletic pass rusher, Ryan Anderson. Watson batted down. At the line was DJ Petway.
Good
Petway
defense.
trying to cut him. Not very effective.
I would say, Robin, I don't speak native.
Anderson has it. And then once he's able to get away from Anderson, it's a combination of the strength and the speed from Deshaun Watson.
Empty back.
And stretching over the school, guys.
The Bama's answer right now is they're bringing pressure. They've not shown a lot of that this year, but they're trying to do anything they can to get after Deshaun Watson. But the good thing is, it's a quick throw for Clemson, and once they are able to contain it, the pressure,
Yeah.
improve the run.
Watson again steps up, tries to escape.
And they're giving him all day to
Dumps
throw
it
the ball.
short, looks in the flat, makes the catch, makes the first down and a flag.
It's like the worst defensive game we played last year. I think you can.
What's up, Blake?
Hey.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
Away from the play.
Looked like a man who was downfield by about 5 or 6 yards. They might have their eye on. When a quarterback creates, it's tough on those linemen.
Hey, what the?
Talked about the strength of Watson.
Eligible receiver downfield, number 73 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down will be repeated.
And strength is something that Eric Stryker,
I think the
played in
resolution
the
will come
articles,
back
said
in like a
he didn't really
second.
figure that Deshaun Watson would show that kind of strength. He had to show some hand strength to not fumble the ball in that play. Almost lost it.
He sure did, and he is creating like crazy tonight. Urban Meyer said earlier tonight on our pregame show on game day, he said, you know, the quarterback's ability to create the plays that aren't necessarily drawn up will be big. Same with Brian Kelly and Hugh Freeze.
It's first and 16 after
There he
the penalty.
goes.
They flip it to Gallman. Foster flies in there and knocks it down for a loss.
Just a great job by Reuben Foster, the junior. Reggie Ragland patrols the middle. They get Reuben Foster's athletic ability to the outside, and by that time they took their run completely away from Wayne Gallman. Great speed onto the edge.
It's the first time they made a tackle behind the line tonight. Sets up second and 20. Gallman on a delay and another loss. Deshaun Hand, part of that deep defensive lineman on the stop.
This is just a matter of being prepared. You know, second 20 screen or draw is probably going to
Like
be
a
the
whole
call.
nother, like, 2
Defense
hours
looking
of
at
this.
5 or 6 white jerseys, either waiting for
I
Deshaun
might not get
Watson
no
to
lunch.
run
Just
on the
have to go
draw
over to Matthew's
and
house to
hand off
finish
Gallman.
this. I just sit in the garden out in the fucking cold. Get away to get his Wi-Fi.
Third and 23. Watson escapes again.
Yes, he thought.
At the 30. Rashad Evans, and these are reserves for Bama making plays. Killing the drive.
They get you to third down, and Evans and Williams come in. Nick Saban loves to use them with speed off the edge, and this was third and forever. See him off to the right there. I think he felt that Gallman was going to be able to sustain that block.
Watson having a conversation with the officials in a slow walk to the sideline. But with tempo from the Tigers, Kirk, the depth of this Alabama defense is coming to the forefront. If you take another look at the hit there, it was Evans on the knee of Watson.
A big hit there, and it looks like a right hip. Boom, contact right there on the hip. You always think about Clemson's offense wearing down the opponent because of the tempo and the amount of plays. I don't know if there's anybody on this field that's had to do more for his team.
We're ready to go
than
home
Deshaun
now.
Watson.
Friday.
The play calls where he's been running the football, the amount of times that he's scrambled, created to buy time and throw the football, he's worked as hard as anybody.
have to show a lot of durability tonight, the last 4 quarters at this pace. He's run it 9 times for 45 yards, 9 for 15, 122 yards passing in the 2 touchdowns to Renfro, and the interception that set up Alabama's tying touchdown. Teasdale just 1 step and a low boot on the sidelines as they kind of keep it away for Cyrus Jones, and it does roll out of bounds. Well, Saturday night, January 23rd, the premiere of NBA Saturday Prime Time on ABC,
is that right?
presented by Lucky Pizza. It's your guy, the Eastern
Wow, I don't remember that game. Oh wait, that's right. This was 11 months ago.
Also streaming live on the Watch ESPN app. Hudson seems to be okay. Tough guy.
So we were an hour and 2 minutes out of 2 hours and 58 minutes of this.
So now, Alabama, with minute 45, they had to burn those timeouts, so they don't have any to work with here. If Coker tries to hit the ladies,
What the fuck, man?
protection is breaking down big time now. And again, the coverage took away his primary. Lane Kiffin rolling the dice without the timeouts. Remember, Jay Coker's not had a great first half. He's been doing a lot of this.
What the fuck?
Holding the ball, confused, surprised.
Just sitting there, back and forth.
Maybe take a chance deep in their own territory this late in the first half without any timeouts. At this point, they've got to just work the clock and get out of here. Got a big problem blocking Kevin Dodd right now, don't they? Sure do. Wondered if maybe Sweeney might use one of his 3 timeouts.
Well, I heard there was Speedy and White.
Not so far. Ty being very patient now after the first down loss. This is Henry for a short game. And that was what he calls his first time out. So he's thinking at least to force Alabama to punt. Buick halftime report. Reese Davis, Desmond Howard, Urban Meyer coming up. Interested to get their thoughts as we reach the final minute of a first half that got off to a very frantic start. It was Derrick Henry with the bulk for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson responding with a couple of touchdown drives, but he threw the interception. And it was Henry's 2nd touchdown to bring us where we are, 14 apiece. About as good of a first half as you and I could hope for. It's just fans of this game and hoping to see a competitive game. It's a game of momentum. It always is in college football. You're going to go back and forth. You got to give Deshaun Watson and Hunter Renfro a lot of credit for making some plays, but also Alabama for hanging tough. Their defense comes up with the interception from Eddie Jackson.
No,
They're able to pound the football and get it in for a touchdown.
Okay, who gave Kirk the remote? We don't know what he does with that.
Game, and we'll see how this continues to go into the second half.
Somebody give Chris the remote, please. Best commentating team ever.
4 sacks in the first half, given up.
Somebody tell him I said that.
Ridley juggles it, retreats, gets a block on the edge, and runs a long way to come up short of a first down. Here's the problem on 3rd and 18.
All that, and he only got like 1 or 2 yards.
Trying to make plays like that. Ben Boulware now is down. He goes out of bounds. He stops the clock. Clemson saves another timeout. Boulware is down to the 7-yard line. He was one of the guys trying to chase down the speedy Ridley. But again, we've seen perhaps some big game freshman mistakes a little bit for Ridley. Mackenzie Alexander being walked off. Hate that for him, playing in a national championship. Ben Boulware was just chasing Ridley on that play and dove to make a play, and then O.J. Howard, who was trying to block him, just landed on top of him. But I'll go back to my point about Ridley, a freshman mistake, trying to make something happen on 3rd and forever, goes out of bounds. Clemson saves now 2 timeouts for Deshaun Watson as they try to work to get into field goal range before the half. Artavis Scott standing at his 40 to receive J.K. Scott's punt.
Oh, that could have been blocked.
It's a returnable boot, but a fair catch call by Scott, who had some room across to the 34. The scoring plays tonight, Chris, it started with a big fella. They just opened up. Touchdown for Derrick Henry to get off to a great start, but this is when things began to change. We start to see some great throws from Deshaun Watson on a wheel route to Hunter Renfro. Again, the freshman walk-on receiver gets behind Minka Fitzpatrick to make it 14-7.
to be in comfortable field goal range for Greg Hugel.
David Charge, shit, I'm on 55.
Watson has a lot of room, but decides to flip it over the middle, and it's caught. Jerome Ping, big gain to the Alabama 40. They're hurrying now.
Gonna go hurry up here, and Dabo Swinney doesn't want to use a timeout. Deshaun Watson, who is very calm in these situations, gets the play called. They're ready to go.
Watson flips it over the middle, and Brooks catches it immediately, takes a shot there from Foster.
Now you got to call the timeout, obviously. Leaves them with one because of Ridley going out of bounds. They still have the one timeout. What a job there, Chris, on first and 10 by Deshaun Watson. Remember, we talked about how he scrambles. He's not always going to scramble to run. This time he scrambles to try to buy time, and now he's going to wait for his receiver to break free right into that open area, and Peak, because of his size at 6'3", 215 pounds, does a good job of using his body to keep the defender away from the football and uses the hands to bring it in.
Nick Saban animated looking at Ronnie Harrison, one of his true freshman defensive backs, coverage in that play. So Clemson has the timeout. They need to get about 7 or 8 yards closer to get in the range for Hugel in terms of his career long.
His biggest fear, telling us, was when Watson scrambles. He says plaster. The defensive backs have to plaster the receivers. In time they did not.
Empty backfield. Watson retreating, fires near side. Brooks is open. Stutter step.
Oh, okay, yeah, he
First
broke the
down.
ankle.
It'll stop the clock momentarily. 12 seconds in the half. Tigers trying to spike the ball and save the timeout. And now, timeout is called.
Where's the clock running?
The clock did not. That's what he's trying to tell them. The clock was continuing to run.
He looks like he's over there trying to speak sign language.
Final timeout of the half. Please correct the game clock to read 9 seconds.
So they add 3 seconds back. So 12 seconds with the first down.
It's not
Yardage was
worth it.
gained.
He's saying fire. That's their sign for fire the ball. Kill the clock. Kill the clock. For
And the
whatever
what the
reason,
fuck are you
they kept
talking
moving
about?
the clock. They kept moving the game clock on a first down. There was 12 seconds. The game clock should have stopped.
It's been eventful for Clemson at the end of first halves. Remember the brain cramp by Watson in the Florida State game? When he clocked the ball against the Seminoles, cost them a chance, and then the interception that he threw, the bad decision against the Sooners in the end zone on the last game.
That wasn't on him.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying in this situation.
Yeah.
Remember that he's not going to take a chance here now. Out of timeouts, they send out Hugel from 44. He's been reliable. This for the lead.
Tip that shit.
Line drive kick. It is no good. So each team has missed a field goal of makeable distance. It's going to be 14 apiece at the break.
Interesting finish. Look at Cyrus Jones. It looked like DJ Petway may have got a hand on that football.
Tough to tell from that angle, but the kick did not look very pretty after it got past the line. Let's see if we can see if it was blocked by Petway.
Yeah, it looked like he may have got a hand on the football.
Looked like the spin changed a little bit. You're right.
Yeah, DJ Petway, 57, the senior. Yeah, definitely got a hand on the football. And he's letting you know about it.
That's what you have to do when you make a block in a championship game. Just in case you didn't notice the change in spin, I got that one, guys. Henry. Stutter Simpson is knocked down near the 40 as time expires, and an exciting, eventful, and pretty darn even opening half. Clemson has the edge in yardage, 219 to 195. The one turnover setting up the tying touchdown. Both defenses flexing a little bit, especially Clemson's pass rush. Up for Nick Saban to think about. It's Tom Rinaldi. Chris, thank you very much for tying game.
Technically, no, I can't really show this, so I'm not.
Section of the second half, the last 3 games. End of the half in Glendale. Stay tuned after these messages for the Buick halftime report.
We got a room for the mascots, for God's sake.